Hi everyone, welcome to Pilates. Today we're going to loosen up the spine a little bit. We're going to really engage those deep abdominal muscles, work into the upper abdominals with those six-pack muscles too. We're going to do a little bit of back work and we're also going to do some glute work this time. I'm just going to change my camera angle slightly so you can see me on the mat, and then we're going to get started. Okay, so we're going to sit lying onto your back and we're going to start with some arm openings. So we're going to just have your knees and your feet together. Sit and we'll have your arms out wide to the side. From here, I'm going to take a breath. I'm going to let the legs roll over to your left, and we're going to look towards your right. As you breathe out, we're going to wrap the waist. I'm going to bring the legs back to the centre. Then we'll go the other way. So I'm going to inhale, let the legs roll across. And then exhale, pull back through the side of the waist to come back in. Now, some of the legs go over towards the left. We're going to turn the right palm down to look towards it as we look towards that hand. Yeah? So as we breathe out, we come back. And then as we inhale, we let the legs roll to the right. We look to the left and we turn the left palm down towards the floor. We breathe out and we come back in. We're going to go for two more like this. Breathing in to go across. And breathing out, come back to the middle. And again, inhale to come across. And exhale, wrap the waist and come back in. From here, we're going to turn over onto your side. You're going to have your arms out straight in front of you. You can have a pillow under your head if that's more comfortable. Otherwise, just let your head relax on the floor. The knees are going to come up, so they're just going to be in line with the hips. We'll take a breath in. We're going to take the arm up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, we're going to open the chest. We're going to reach back through the hand. So really feel like that top shoulder is reaching down towards the floor. So we're opening up the chest. And then we're going to come back up and over. Take another breath in, and as we exhale, we open the chest again. Breathing out. Then we come back up. We're going to go for one more like that. Inhale, arm lifts up. And as we exhale, we open the chest. So start really think about moving that top knee forward. So lots of stretch right to the side of the body. So the top knee is reaching forward, the shoulder is reaching back, and you should feel that really good stretch to the chest, to the spine. And then we'll come all the way back across. So we're going to turn over and we'll do the other side now. So we'll have your arms out straight in front of you again. The knees are up towards the hips, so about a 90-degree angle here. Take a breath in, the top arm lifts up. And as we exhale, we reach away. Let your shoulder really drop down towards the floor. So really try to open the chest. Remember, we're keeping that top knee reaching forward. We should feel that lovely stretch right to the spine. Then we come back up and over. We go again, take a breath in. And then we exhale, open the chest, reach it back. Inhale, come back in. And we go again. Last one. Open it out. Get that top knee reaching forward. Let the shoulder drop down towards the floor. And we come all the way up and over. Good, we're going to turn over onto your backs now, and we're going to go for some up, down, down. So we're lying all the way down. We're going to have your hand just resting onto your lower tummy, thinking about that nice neutral pelvis. So perhaps I want to make a triangle with your thumbs and your forefingers, and let the base of your thumbs or your palms rest on your hips, and your forefingers rest down towards your pubic bone. And that triangle should be fairly flat, so we're not arching the back too much or pushing it down, but the hips or the pelvis are sitting just in the middle, so nice and straight and square there. Okay, I'm going to try and keep that position the whole time. From here, we're going to inhale. We're going to lift the right leg off the floor. As you exhale, we're going to pull the tummy and lift the second leg up. From here, we inhale, place the first one down, and then we exhale, place the second one down onto the floor. We start with the left leg this time. Inhale, lift the leg up. Exhale, pull that right leg off the floor. Inhale, first one lowers. Exhale, second one lowers. So we're going to alternate the legs as we go, watching that we don't arch the back as we move the legs, particularly that second leg. It's much more difficult to maintain that stability as the second leg lifts off the floor. So we're going to really breathe out, sink that tummy, find that nice strong lower abdominal connection to hold that pelvis stable. We're going to go for 3 more. Take a breath in, first leg lifts. Exhale, second leg lifts up. Inhale, first leg lowers down. Exhale, second leg lowers. We go again. Another breath in to lift up. Breathing out. Inhale, lower. Exhale, lower. Last one, lifting the first leg, second leg. First leg lowers down, and second leg lowers down. We're going to bring the legs back up again, and we're going to some toe taps. So we're going to exhale this time. We're going to lower the leg towards the floor, tap the foot, inhale, bring the leg back up. Then we go to the other side, breathing out, lower the leg down, inhale to lift. So as the leg lowers, the tummy sinks. That's it. So we can still maintain that stability through the hips. We're trying to keep a 90-degree angle at the leg, so we're not just dropping the foot down, but we're moving the whole thigh away from the torso. That's it. We go again. Breathing out, lower the leg. Inhale to lift up. Now, if you like a little bit more of a challenge, you can go for both legs. So on the breath out, the legs lower towards the floor. Then we inhale and we lift the legs up. We go again. We exhale, we sink the tummy. Watch the back doesn't arch, and then we lift. Sit with the singles if you feel that's more comfortable for you. I don't want the lower back to work or engage or arch there, but I want it to stay nice and relaxed down towards the floor. So just pick the version that works best for you. We're going to go for 2 more. Breathing in, exhale, inhale to lift, and we go again. Breathing out, inhale, lift up. Good. We're going to bring the heels together now. I'm going to go for some frog kicks. So this time we're going to breathe out. We're going to stretch the legs away, and then we're going to inhale, come back in. Now, the lower you take your legs, the harder it's going to be. So if you feel like, again, that wants to engage, take the legs a little higher towards the ceiling, and then we inhale, come in. Think about leading with the heels. Squeeze those inside thighs together, and then we come back. Breathing out, reach away, inside thighs, lower tummy, pelvic floor, all work together. Let's go for another 6. And 5, sinking the tummy down. And 4, 3, and 2. Good, that's it. So that lower tummy sink under the fingers. And last one. And come all the way in. You're going to pop your feet down to the floor now. I want them to be hip width apart. Arms will come down by your sides. We're going for some pelvic rolls. So we'll take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to draw the lower tummy. I'm going to tuck the hips forward this time. We're going to roll the spine off the mat. We'll inhale at the top. As we exhale, we're going to roll back down through the back, piece by piece, just feeling that nice stretch through the spine. So we're coming out all the way if you can, but if you feel any discomfort or pain in the spine, just stop there. So before it gets painful, and then roll back down again. So just go to where it feels comfortable for you. We go again, breathing out, drawing the lower tummy in, rolling up as far as it feels comfortable. The knees reach forward. We inhale at the top. We exhale, we roll back down, piece by piece through the spine. This time when we come up, we're adding some arms in. So we're going to curl up. We're going to take the arms up and over, rest them onto the floor. Take a breath in, and then we exhale to curl back down again, moving through the back. Arms come down by your sides, and we go again, breathing out, lower tummy pulls in, curling out, knees reach forward. Inhale, arms are up and over. Exhale, spine rolls down, the arms stay heavy. So it's just giving you a little bit more stretch into the back and into the chest as we hold the arms above the head. We'll rest them on the floor there, and we roll back down. We're going to keep the arms down by your sides now, and we're going to go for some transfers with those pelvic rolls. So we're going to roll up, I'm going to hold the hips here. We're going to squeeze the left glute, and we're going to lift the right leg up. The knee comes into a 90-degree angle, and then we exhale, we place the leg down. Squeeze the right glute, lift the left leg, and we lower the leg. So I'm going to stay here. I'm going to change the legs over. So just working into those glute muscles, engaging the tummy, trying not to let the hips sink on either side, but keep them nice and stable the whole time. So we really need to use those deep abdominal muscles as well as the glutes as we change the legs from side to side. Let's go for another 4. And 3. Breathing in and out. And 2. And last one. That's it, and we roll all the way down through the back. I'm going to roll up one more time. I'm going to go for a wee kick. So I'm going to curl up. I'm going to take that right leg out towards the ceiling. Now, if this was a bit too strong, just bring your leg into a 90-90 position again and just hold it and really think about working into that left glute. Otherwise, stretch the leg out. I'm going to take the leg down towards the floor and then I'm going to send it back up towards the ceiling. So I'm just going for a wee kick here. For 5, working more into that left glute. And 4, 3, 2, and last one. And we come back in and down. We're going to squeeze the right glute now, lift the left leg towards the ceiling, or just hold it in that 90-90 position. That's it. And we're going for a little kick, breathing out and in. That's it for 5, and 4, 3, 2, and last one. And the leg comes down, and we roll back down through your back. Good. Right, now we're going to go for a wee stretch for those hamstrings now. So we'll come up, and we're going to kneel onto the mat. We're going to bring your left foot forward. Or just place your hands either side of that left foot. We're going to draw the tummy in and we're going to take the hips back behind you and just feel that nice stretch into the hamstring. So you should feel it through the belly, the back of that thigh here. Try and take the hips back as far as you can, resting your chest down onto your thigh as much as possible. Take a breath in and out. And one more breath in. And breathing out. And we'll change sides. So we're going to bring the right foot forward this time. So hands are on either side of that right foot. We're going to reach the hip back. Good. Take a breath in here. And out. And one more breath. Breathing out, take the hips back a little further. Release the hamstring. Good. And we'll come all the way in. Okay, we're going to go for some more upper abdominal work now. So we're going to lie down onto your back. We're going to have your hands just behind your head. We're going to have your elbows forward, so we're going to support the head with the hands. The legs are in a parallel position, so the heels are in line with the hips. We'll take a breath in. As you exhale, we'll lift the head and shoulders up. We inhale, we float the right leg in. As you exhale, we're going to stretch that leg away. Then we're going to inhale, bring the knee back in. Exhale, place the leg down. We'll go with the other side. We inhale, we lift the left leg up. We exhale, we sink the tummy, we stretch the leg long. Then we inhale, come back in. We place the foot back down and we lower the head and shoulders. We go again, we breathe out. We inhale. We exhale, stretch the leg away. We inhale, come back in. And we place the foot back down. We're going to keep alternating legs as we go, giving that nice stretch. That nice connection to the lower tummy. We're watching that the hips don't shift as the leg stretches and as the legs change over. So you want to keep that lower tummy working really hard to hold the hips steady as you stretch those legs and change them over. That's it. Good. Let's go for another 3. Breathing out. Inhale, come in. Exhale, reach the leg away. Inhale, bend. Exhale, place the leg down. Other side, another breath in, and out, in, and out, and head and shoulders lower. Let's go again. Keep the head heavy in the hands, the neck shouldn't be working. Let the elbows come forward slightly. Try and lift the shoulders up as much as you can off the floor. Breathing out. Inhale, and exhale, and breathe into lower. Last set, lifting up, keeping that lower tummy active. That's it, watch the hips are steady. We reach out through the leg, we bring it back in, and then we lower. Other side, inhale. Exhale, reach away. Inhale, come back in, and then we replace it, put back down, and lower the head and shoulders. We're going to go for some double legs now. Now, the higher you have the legs, the easier it is, and the lower, obviously, the harder. You don't have to come for the double legs. If you want to keep going with those simple legs, that's completely fine. The choice is yours, okay? So we'll take a breath in. As we breathe out, we lift up again. Now, if we're going for double legs, we're going to lift both legs off the floor. As you exhale, we're going to stretch the legs away. We inhale, we bring the knees in, and we exhale, we place the feet back down, and we return. We go again. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, come back in. Exhale, reach the legs away. Knees fold over the hips. We place the feet down, and then we return. We're going to go for 4 more. Breathing out. Inhale, come in. Exhale, stretch those legs. Just do the singles if you need to. Place the leg down, and we return. And 3, exhale. Inhale, come in. Exhale, reach long, sink the lower tummy. Knees folded over the hips. And we lower those legs down. We've got 2 more, team. We've got this lifting up. That's it. Knees come in. Reach the legs away. Knees fold in again. And we lower them down. Last one. Breathing out. Lower tummies on. Watch those hips. They're not moving. That's it. Stretch the legs away. The knees come in over the hips. And we lower those legs down onto the floor. Good. Well done. We're going to turn over onto your side now. We're going to go for some side work. So some side lying exercises. So we're going to work a little more into those obliques now. So the top hand just rests on the floor to start with. And then you can always move it along the top of the body if you want a little bit more of a stability challenge. We're thinking about lifting up to the bottom side of the waist. The top side of the hip is long, so that waist is lengthened, not sort of slouching, lifting that hip up, but we've got the hips nice and stacked, and we've got that nice lift under the waist there. Okay, good. So the hand can just rest in front to begin with. We're going to breathe in. As you exhale, we're going to lift the legs up. We're going to separate the legs. We're going to go for a little drop with that top leg. So we're going to move it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then we're going to lift the bottom leg towards the top leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together, and we lower back down. We go again. We exhale. We pull that lower tummy in. We separate the legs. Repeating it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together and return. So you should begin to feel it in the waist after a few reps. We'll also feel a little bit in the top glute and maybe a little bit on the inside thigh and the bottom leg, yeah? Good, and we slowly come back down. Let's go again, breathing out, lifting out, beating the top glute for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we lower down. Good work. Get that lower tummy as the focus. That will hold everything really stable. That's it. Feel like the hip bones are pulling in towards each other, perhaps, to help maintain that stability of the pelvis. And the bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we lower down. Let's go for 4 more sets, team. Breathing out. Separate the legs. That's it. Beating the top leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bottom leg lifts for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we lower down. Good, and 4. Breathing out. That's it. Keep beating that leg. Keep nice and still. See how still you can be. Keep the movement still if you need to. That's it. We'll keep the movement small. That's it. And we go again. Last 2 sets for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we break the bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together and return. Last one, team. That's it. We lift up and we beat that top leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and the bottom leg. That's it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together and we lower down. Good. Well done. We're going to turn over and we'll do the other side now. So we're going to work more into the other side of the waist. Hopefully you felt a wee bit of a connection in that top side there, as well as those glutes and inside thighs. Good. We're going to lie down. So the legs are out straight. Once again, we've got that top hip reaching away from the shoulder. A little bit of a lift through the bottom side of the waist there. Top leg can rest in front of you, or you can bring it up along the top of the legs if you're feeling a little bit more ambitious. So I'm going to breathe in. As you exhale, I'm going to lift the legs up. I'm going to separate the legs. I'm going to beat the top leg. That's it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we beat the bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we lower down. We go again. Exhale. Separate the legs. Top leg moves. Lower tummy is working super hard. Holding you steady. Good. And then the bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we lower. Good. Make sure the upper body is relaxed. The tummy is working super hard. The waist should begin to kick in after a few reps. It's the inside thigh we're working here. And we lower down. Exhale, lift up. Beat the top leg. That's it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we lower down. That's it, keep going. We've got a few more sets to go yet. Hopefully that waist is working now. Make sure we're not building tension in the top of the body, so the head and the shoulders should be relaxed on the floor. Good, and we return. Breathing out, lifting out, separate the legs and beat top leg beats for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bottom leg, that's it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we lower back down. Let's go for 5 more sets. Lifting up, beating the top. That's it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we lower down. Exhale, lift, top leg beats. That's it. Breathing in for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together and inhale to lower. That's it for 4. Beating the top leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together and we return. And 3. That's it. Beating for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And we lower down. And 2. Tummy pulls in. Beating. That's it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bottom leg. That's it for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together. Good. Last one. That's it. Lifting up. Reach along with those legs. Beating the top leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And bottom leg for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Legs together and lower down. Well done. We're going to go for a wee stretch now. So we'll sit up. We'll just have the legs in the same direction that you just were. So the same way. That's it. And we'll just sit in a nice fourth position. We're going to take your arm up and over towards your legs. So you're leaning towards the feet. That's it. You should feel a nice stretch to the side of the waist here. You're going to breathe in nice and wide into those ribs. Try and separate the rib from the hip. That's it. So inhale. And as you exhale, you can go a little deeper into the stretch. Make sure we're relaxing the shoulders, not lifting and scratching up in the upper body, but we're keeping this nice and soft, and the length comes from the waist, we're not lifting from the neck. That's it. Good, and you can curl forward, pull the tummy in, feel more of that stretch into the side of the waist here. Nice deep breath in, and out. Another breath in, and out. And you can come back up to the side and we'll sit tall. Good, we'll take the legs in the other direction now. That's it. So we'll take your arm up and over, leaning towards those legs. Breathing into all the tight bits. And out. Another breath in. And out. And you can curl forward, pulling that tummy in, letting the stretch move into the side of the back. It's another inhale and exhale. Breathing in nice and deep. And release all that tension as you breathe out. Good. We're going to lie down onto your back again. We're going to go for some hundreds. So we're going to continue to work into those abdominal muscles. So we're lying down all the way onto your back. We'll have your knees bent to begin with. You're going to have your arms up towards the ceiling. Now from here, we're going to breathe out. We're going to lift the head and shoulders up. We're going to reach down past the hips. We're going to reach the legs out long. Now, if your neck gets tighter, we can always put one hand behind your head. But we're going to stay here. We're going to beat the arms. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you need to, you can always bend the knees and over the top of the hips. It's a little easier. Otherwise, keep the legs straight or take them lower if you're feeling like more of a challenge. Yeah, so the option is yours. Breathing in, 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Keep going. Keep reaching for those fingers. Try and lift a little higher on the in-breath. So the tummy sink down on the out-breath. Let's go for 4 more breath cycles. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, and in. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep lifting up. Breathe out. Send that tummy. Last breath cycle. Inhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can relax. Well done. Pull those knees into your chest. Okay, you just gently rock those legs from side to side a little if you need to. And then we're going to come up into some back legs. So we're going to hit the knees over the hips again. The arms will be up towards the ceiling. We're going to stretch the left arm and the left leg down. And we're going to take the right arm above the head. And then we inhale and we come back in. We go again. We exhale. We stretch the right arm and the right leg down away from the torso. The left arm goes above the head. So we're just alternating sides, engaging the lower tummy. So the focus of those deep abdominal muscles, we're trying not to let the back arch as we stretch away. So when we reach the arms out, we have to work super hard in those low abs. That's it, keeping the spine in the same position. We don't want that back to work at all. We want to keep it just in the same spot in relation to the floor as we stretch out. Once again, the lower the leg, the harder. So you can challenge yourselves this morning. Watching we don't work that back though. So find that challenge zone. We can really feel those abdominals work without having to recruit those back extensors. Let's go for another 5. And 4. And 3. 2. And last one, we're going to reach away. That's it, and we'll come all the way back in. Good. You can just pull the knees into the chest for the moment. We're going to go for some single leg stretch now. We've got 3 variations. So we've got just a plain single leg stretch with the hands on the knees. Then we've got one with a reach, so with one hand will be behind the head. And then we've got one with a twist. We're going to flow from one to the other. If you need a break at any time, just pause, have a wee rest, and then come back up and join them when you can. Okay, so we're going to start with both legs lifted. We'll place both of your hands onto your right knee. We're going to exhale, we're going to stretch the left leg long. We inhale, we come in, and then we exhale and we swap the legs over, opening out through the front of that hip as you stretch long. Good, exhale, reach away. Inhale, come back in. We've got 6 and 5. We're trying to keep the shoulders off the floor. 4, 3, 2, and last one. This time, left hand's behind the head, right arm and right leg stretch. That's it. There we swap. Breathing out, reach away. Inhale, exhale, reach long. That's it. Keep the head and shoulders lifted. Support the head with the hand. Remember, if the hips click a little bit, you can always play with the height of the leg or the rotation. So turn the leg out if you need to, or turn it in perhaps to stop any clicking in the hip joint. We're going to go for another 4. And 3, 2, last one. Both hands behind the head this time. Take your right shoulder towards your left knee. Inhale, come in. Exhale, rotate the other way. As you turn away from the right hip, sink that right hip down into the floor. And then the same on the left. Yes, so the hip that you're turning away from is heavy into the floor. We're not letting the hip shift. Yeah, we're just rotating through the upper body. For 4, and 3, 2, last one, and we come all the way in. Well done. Just bring the knees into the chest, rock the hips from side to side, catch your breath if you need to. That's it, good work. Okay, we're going to turn over onto your tummy. We're going to go for some back work now. So we're going to start with the arms down by your sides. That's it, and we're going to keep the legs nice and relaxed. So you can just let the heels roll out. We're going to keep the glute muscles soft, and the lower back muscle shouldn't have to work too hard to start with either. Okay. So we'll start by looking down to the floor. As you exhale, we're going to lift up. We're going to rotate the palms down. And we're going to try and lift into the upper back. So pressing the sternum forward and feeling the shoulders open. Then we inhale, we rotate forward with the arms. And then we exhale, we lift up. So we're just going up and down with the upper body. Open the chest as we lift. So pressing those chests forward. Trying to bend just below the shoulder blades. So we're looking for that movement in the upper back. Then we return. The tummy pulls in, the belly button lifts away from the floor as we come up, so we're really supporting the lower back. Try not to arch the back at all, but keep those tailbones with the hips drop down nice and heavy into the floor, and the lower tummy's holding them there. That's it. Let's go for 3 more. Exhale, lift up. Inhale, lower. We go again. Open the chest. That's it. Reach right with those fingers. And we return. Last one like this. And then we're going to add some arms in. So we're going to breathe out, we're going to lift up, we're going to hold it here. We're going to bring the right arm up above the head. Then we bring the arm back down. Then we bring the left arm up. And the arms come back. That's it. You want to try both arms. If this feels too much, you can just slow down and sit with the singles. Arms come back by your sides and then return. We breathe out, the tummy pulls in. Right arm floats out. Try and keep your hips evenly placed on the floor of the mat, so we're not rocking from side to side as the arm lifts above the head. Both arms lift if you can, otherwise you can rest back down and start again. That's it. And return. We go again. Exhale, shoulders open. Now as the arms come up, it's creating extra load on the spine. So you're going to feel a little bit more work down towards the lower back and that spine. And particularly as both arms lift up, the whole back line will probably work here. Arms return and we lower. Let's go for 5 more seconds. Inhale, arm floats up. Good. Exhale, we return. That's it. And the other side. Good. Both arms float up. Keep looking down towards the floor. Nice long necks. And we return. So we're not just bending at the neck, but we're trying to bend just below the shoulders. Right arm. And left arm. Both arms together. Keep the shoulders drop down if you can as the arms float up. So we're not building tension in the neck. We're not lifting from those upper traps. And again, we breathe out, we lift up, open the shoulders. If you turn your palm to face inwards a little, it helps you to keep that shoulder down as the arm floats up. Good. And left arm lowers. Both arms lift up. And we come back down. Just a couple more deep. Breathing out. Hold that nice long position. Let the crown of the head reach away. Lots of reach through the fingertips. So we've got energy going right out through them. It's in the arms and lift up. Open the shoulders. And we bring the arms back down. Good. And we return. Last one, team. Exhale, lift up. Bring that right arm up above the head. We bring the arm back down. Good. And then the left arm lifts above the head. And we return. That's it. Both arms lift up. And both arms come back down. Good. And then you can lower. Well done. Good job. I'm going to just place your hands in front of you now. I'm going to rest your head and shoulders down. But I'll just keep my head lifted while I talk to you. Yeah. So from here, we're going to go for a prone leg lift. So we're going to engage the glute muscle on the right side. I'm going to lift the leg up just a little. Feel like that leg is reaching out and away from you. So we're thinking about engaging that glute as the leg lifts. So we're consciously squeezing that glute muscle to lift the leg up. And then we lower it down. We're going to sit with the right to begin with. And then we're going to move into the left. So the upper body can be nice and relaxed. We're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, the tummy lifts again. I'm going to squeeze that right glute and lift the leg. Then we inhale and lower down. We need to consciously engage that glute, otherwise the hamstring might kick in. Yeah, so you just want to really focus on squeezing the bottom muscle and then the leg lifts up. Good, that's it. We breathe in and we exhale. We lift the leg and then we inhale, lower down. We're going to go for 6 and 5. That's it. Keep the hips nice and steady. And 4. So the hip should shift as the leg lifts up. And 3. So it's a small lift. 2. And last one, we lift the leg up. We hold it here for 3, 2, 1. And we lower down. We're going to go for the other side now. So we squeeze that left glute. We engage it and lift the leg up a little and then we lower. So we're working to the base of the glute. And that's it as we lift the leg out. So squeeze the bottom, lift the leg, reach it long. Inhale to lower down. Tummy's pulling in, reaching away. That's it. And inhale to lower. Good. Lots of length right through that leg. We're going to go for 6. And 5. 4. 3. 2. Almost there. That's it. Keep squeezing that glute. And last one, lift and hold for 3, 2, 1. And we lower down. Now we're going to do the arms and the legs together. So we're going to have the arms out long. We're going to lift the opposite arm and leg off the floor. Okay? And then we're going to stop like that. So we're going to take a breath in. As you exhale, we're going to lift the opposite arm and leg up. Shoulders soft. Inhale to return. So have a connection down to the back of the armpit. As we lift up, we're going to alternate from side to side. So we exhale to lift. We inhale to lower. So now we're working the whole back line. So we're working right through that spine as we lift and lower the arms and legs. Now, you can sit with this version, or if you want a little bit more of a challenge, you can lift both arms and legs off the floor and then work from here. So lifting them even higher. So we'll exhale to lift, inhale to lower down. So you can pick your poison today, choose which variation works best for you. You can have both arms up and then lift the opposite arm and leg a little higher, or have the arms and legs on the floor and then just lift gently from here. It doesn't have to be a super high lift. Think about that length going through the body. Let's go for 5 and 4. Good. 3, 2, last one, and we come back in and rest. Just bring your arms out wide in a wide Sphinx position. And inhale as you exhale and lift up. Let the elbows lift off the floor at the last minute. We take a breath in here. As we exhale, we reach down through those elbows, back towards the hips, and then we lower all the way down. Inhale, exhale, open the shoulders, lift up nice and long, stretching the arms. Inhale at the top, exhale, reach those elbows back, and we return. We've got one more like this. So just opening that chest a little more, stretching out. Bring those back extensors work. Get the lift from the centre so we're not collapsing in the lower back, but we're keeping that nice, stable, well not stable, but lifted position from the tummy. That's it. And then we come back down again, nice and slow. And we sit all the way back onto the heels now. So we can sit back into child's pose. So knees can be wide, feet can be together. Sit right back and just rest the head forward. Going to breathe nice and wide into the ribs. And as you exhale, let the body sink a little deeper towards the floor. Let the tailbone sink towards the heels and the head drop down even further. Just relaxing the jaw and the neck and the shoulders. Let everything be really heavy. One more wide breath in and out. And you can roll out through the back, giving that nice stretch into the spine. Good. And then over on the side now, and we're going to go to the glutes. So we're going to have the bottom leg back and the top leg will be straight. So we'll go all the way down. It can rest onto the arm. The bottom leg is bent up to about 90 degrees. The top leg is straight. And once again, we've got that little lift through the bottom side of the waist. And so just really bring those hips nice and steady. So the lower tummy needs to be engaged here too to hold that nice neutral side lying position. From here, we're going to exhale and squeeze the glute muscle. You might want to pop your hand onto it and just feel the muscle engage underneath your palm, underneath your fingers as the leg lifts up. It's good to really feel this externally. Sometimes it's quite hard to feel it internally to begin with. Yeah, so we're going to breathe out, lift the leg, and then we inhale and we lower the leg down. That's it. We're going to go for 6 more like this. Exhale and inhale. And 5. Good. And 4. Try and keep the leg fully relaxed. 3. And 2. And last time we lift the leg up, we're going to hold it here. We're going to circle the leg. We inhale and we exhale, lift the leg up again. So keeping the hips nice and steady. So we test with that pelvic stability, making sure we're not moving those hips around. That way that glute muscle will work even harder as we lift that leg. So consciously squeeze that glute muscle as the leg lifts up. Otherwise the leg might be inclined to do the work rather than that glute, yeah? Let's go for 6. And 5. 4. And 3. 2. And last one, we lift it up. Good, and then we reverse it. We're going to squeeze the glute muscle, lift the leg, and we lower down. That's it, hips are nice and steady. Reversing that circle, keeping the pelvis as still as you can. That's it, squeeze the bottom, lift the leg, and we lower. That's it, for another 6. And 5. 4. And 3. 2. And last one, we're going to hold it for 3, 2, 1, and you can lower the leg down. Well done. We'll turn over and we'll do the other side now. So we'll have the bottom leg bent again and the top leg out straight. So the bottom leg will be about 90 degrees. top of the drop down, we're feeling that little lift through the body side of the way, so we're not sort of collapsing the body, but we're really active through the torso. Okay, so from here, we're going to take an inhale. As you exhale, we're going to squeeze the glute, lift the leg up. To move back slightly. That's it. We're going to squeeze the glute, lift the leg, and then we inhale to return. So we're going to really feel that glute work underneath the fingers, underneath the palm of the hand. That's it. Watching the hips stay still. So as the leg lifts up, we're not moving the whole hip, but we're keeping that hip down. That feel more like the leg is reaching out and away from you. That's it. And that tummy's staying connected to hold that hips in that same position. Let's go for another 5. And 4. 3. And 2. And last one, we lift the leg out. We're going to circle it. That's it. Breathe out. Squeeze that glute muscle as the leg lifts and moves around. Holding those hips nice and steady. That's it. Engage the glute, lift the leg out. For another 6. And 5. 4. 3. 2. And last one. And we reverse it, squeeze the glute muscle, lift the leg, inhale to lower, exhale to lift up. Let's try and keep those hips nice and still. With that, reach right through that leg. That's it, squeezing that bottom muscle. For 6. And 5. 4. 3. And 2. And last one. Good, and we lower the leg down. Well done. Okay, we're going to go for weak glute stretch now. So we're going to do a couple of different stretches. We're going to start on your hands and knees. So the hands can be underneath the shoulders and the knees are under the hips. We're going to let the hips roll over. We'll just come back to the side. So we're going to let the hips roll to the side and sit back a little bit into them at the same time. You should get stretched along the outside of that glute there. So we're going to release the hips to the side. Take a breath in and out. And then we're going to come up, we're going to take the hips the other way. So feel like you're sitting back into your hips there, taking the hips to the side and also back towards the heels. So you should feel it through the outside of the hip. That's it. Inhale. And exhale. And you can come back in. Then we're going to lie down onto your back now. So we're going to place the right foot over the left knee. We're going to bring the left leg in towards you and place your hands underneath that leg. Now, if that goes a little bit too strong or a little bit more difficult, you can always pop that foot down and just push back on that right knee. So we've got a couple of options. You can just stay with your feet down, or you can lift that leg up, place the hands underneath the knee, and just pull that knee nice and tight in towards the shoulder. Yeah, so we're going to feel that stretch to the glute, hopefully on that right side, so through the back of that leg. Good, so we take a breath in, and out, pull the leg closer in towards you, or push the knee away a little bit further. Another inhale, and exhale, and one more breath in, and you can relax. So we're going to swap the legs over now. This time place the left foot onto the right knee. Maybe you can just stay here and push that left leg away if that feels best for you. Otherwise, lift the legs up, place your hand underneath that right knee there, and pull the right knee in towards the right shoulder. We're going to try and keep that right hip heavy into the floor. Sorry, not right hip, left hip heavy into the floor. Yeah, so really feeling that stretch on the left side. So we're going to do a 2-directional pull here. That's it. So breathe in and out. And one more breath in. And exhale. Good. Okay, we're going to come up into a kneeling position now. We're going to stretch out those hip flexors. So we're going to come up, we're going to bring the left hip forward, or the left foot forward, should I say. We're going to engage the tummy. Just need to change the direction of my camera again, sorry team. So we're going to stay in that little lifted position with the upper body. That's it, we're going to tap the hips under. You're going to feel the stretch right through the front of that hip there. So we're going to really lift up to the center. So I'm going to pull the tummy up and away from the hip, and you should just really feel that through that leg there. You'll lean forward slightly, and that will increase the stretch, but watch it into the back. We're going to keep a lift from the center. Yes, so we're not crunching into that lower back at all. I'm going to place the left hand onto the left leg, take the right arm up and over, and just feel that stretch into the side of the waist, and then also feel the increase in stretch through the hip flexor. With the inhale, breathing in, exhale, another inhale, and exhale. Good. I'm going to bring those hands in place and just on either side of that left foot. I'm going to pull the tummy. I'm going to go for that hamstring stretch again. Try and take that left hip right back behind you. That stretch into the back of the leg. Take another breath in here. And out. Another breath in. And out. And you can relax and come forward. I'm going to change the legs over now. So I'm going to bring the right foot forward. That's it. The tummy's engaging. I'm going to tuck the hips forward slightly, lifting up to the centre. So trying to create a nice straight line along the front of the hip. You can lean forward a little bit, so increasing that stretch into the hip flexor here. I'm going to let the right hand rest onto the right knee. We'll take the left arm up and over and feel the stretch into that left side. So really feeling that nice strong hip flexor stretch and a strong side stretch there. We'll breathe in. Exhale. Another breath into those tight bits. And breathing out. Good, and we'll place your hands on either side of that front foot. We're going to take the hips back behind you with a stretch into the back of the leg there. So really feeling that hamstring release. Try and take the chest as low as you can towards the leg. Breathing in. And out. And one more breath in. And out. Good, well done team. Okay, we're going to finish there. Thanks for joining me today. It's been really nice to have you. I hope your body feels a little bit looser, a little bit more warmed up and ready to go. And yeah, well, hopefully we'll see you again soon. Thanks again.